Welcome to this very special episode of the Big Success Podcast. Today, we're celebrating a huge milestone, 100 episodes of incredible insights, life-changing advice, and inspiring stories from some of the most successful people in business, life, and beyond. Each guest brought something unique to the table, and today we're sharing the very best nuggets of wisdom to help you achieve your big success.
All right, final question. What is the best advice you ever got on success, or the best quote you ever read on the subject of success?
You get to define what success means to you. Don't let someone else define it for you.
To be successful, become the kind of person that is worthy of that type of success.
I think it was what I said up front is your job isn't to make yourself look good. Your job is to make the people around you look good. Because if they look good, you can't help but glow. And everybody knows who's responsible for their success.
Well, the best piece of advice is ask for help. The best quote that I have for success is be kind to your future self. Do good deeds.
You don't have to light yourself on fire to keep others warm, right? So in a workplace, if everyone else is on that hamster wheel because it's the end of the quarter and money has to come in, or it's the end of the legislative session and you have to pass that bill because everyone else is on fire. You don't have to light yourself on fire to make them feel like what they're doing is right.
Yeah.
And that you are part of that chaos. You can be that calm and slow it down to help people focus on what really needs to happen and align the strategy and where they need to go. And I know you guys do that very well at ActionCOACH.
I'll make it specific to content creation and YouTube.
Brilliant.
The best quote I've ever heard about that is content is about emotion, not information.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would probably take a leaf out of Warren Buffett's book there, which is if you don't find a way, or if you, get the exact quote now, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work till you die.
Define what success is to you, set your goals step by step to accomplish it. And then, as Nike says, just do it. Implement the plan. Success is a matter. It's not something that's magical. It's not something that just happens. It's something that you have to plan for and then go out and get it.
This is the one that comes to my mind. And it's by a French writer who's extraordinary. Her name is Anaïs Nin. And the quote is, and this always stays with me, it's the only one that I remember. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom.
It's Paul Allen. Paul Allen started Ancestry.com.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, don't take advice from somebody who doesn't think like you. And when he first said that, I was like, well, that doesn't sound right. What? But the more we started to think about it, I said, well, what do you mean by that? And he goes, it might be good advice, but it probably won't work for you because you don't think that way.
So I can tell you what I sign my books with, and that's my key to everything. I sign it with, it's never going to be the right time. Take the first step.
I'm thinking of something, but I'm not sure it relates, but I'll make it tie in. I remember someone telling me probably 25 years ago, and it really stunned me when they said, people will treat you the way you allow them to.
If it is to be, it is up to me.
Henry Ford once said it. The founder of the Ford Motor Vehicle Company. He said, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you'll be right.
I would say that, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?
Yeah,
I forget who that quote is by. But what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail and then go do it?
But I would say that the success quote of all time is the Chinese proverb I mentioned earlier, which is when the winds of change are blowing, some build a wall and others build a windmill. My view is that we should all be in the game of building windmills because the winds of change are perpetual. And if we can use them as a powering mechanism to be powered by change, we win.
The best advice I've ever heard and continue to come back to is two things. One is just focus every day on putting one step forward. Don't worry about everything that's going on around you. And that was from the main man, Warren Buffett. And the other one was spend far less than you earn.
I think for me, what it comes down to is the idea that nobody wants to work with someone or collaborate with someone who's only been through this clear, easy path. We want to work with people who have been through that turbulence. And so really find those people who have gone through the bumps and made it out on the other side and who are willing to try it again. So it's kind of a culmination of a lot of different things.
Privileges and obligations must always be in balance.
Success leaves clues. Yeah. And I think that's attributed to Jim Rohn. But, if you want to set your goal at success, find people that have achieved that and see what they've done to achieve it, because you could probably follow in their footsteps and get pretty close, if not better than where you are currently.
From all of us at the Big Success Podcast, thank you for being a part of this journey. Here's to 100 episodes of inspiration and to the next 100 episodes of empowering you in every area of your life. So don't miss the next big milestone. Subscribe now, share your favorite moments in the comments, and let's keep the success going.